I'm Suzanne. Today, I'm going to talk to you about how to give a good blowjob, in my opinion. And I've basically broken it down into 5 points. So I'm just going to jump straight in with my first tip, which is don't get in your own head. Let's be realistic, they can't do this to themselves. So don't constantly worry about stuff like, am I doing this right? Because chances are, they're going to love the attention that you're giving them down there. So go with it. My second point would be to start off slowly, and then once you've got used to it, vary the pace. I think if you're going to go straight in with a really quick pace, and you've not quite gotten used to getting a breathing pattern, shall we say, then you're going to A, tire yourself out, and B, struggle and need to stop to breathe. And obviously breathing is a very important skill that we all need to use. So if you go in all guns blazing, then you're going to need to stop, and that will interrupt the flow. So my third and fourth tip kind of link together. The third tip is to use your hands. Just because it's called a blowjob and you're supposed to use your mouth doesn't mean it's completely exclusive. Use your hands to touch, stroke, that sort of thing. So then the fourth tip, which links into the third tip, is don't neglect their testicles or upper thighs or lower abdomen, because that's all a very sensitive area. It's all in an erogenous zone. So any stimulation from those areas can also add to the effect. And it just makes it a more enjoyable thing, I guess. So then my fifth and final tip or point is enjoy it. Because if you're not enjoying it, then they won't be enjoying it, and you probably shouldn't even be doing it anyway. So don't stress and just keep talking. Communication really is the key in so much of sex. And don't forget to ask them to let you know before they come, so you're ready. And remember, you can still get STIs from oral sex, so it's better if you use a condom. Better safe than sorry. So yeah, those are my tips to give a blowjob. Enjoy!
Okay guys, let's talk about fingering girls. I know it sounds straightforward, but before you dive right in there, here's a few tips from a girl who likes girls. I'm going to start with arguably the most important thing. That is the clitoris. Interestingly, the clit's purpose is purely for pleasure alone, like there's literally no other use for it. Which is just as well, considering a lot of women say that they cannot orgasm through vaginal sex alone. So once you've found the clit, and don't worry, you can totally ask where it is because it is confusing, first time round especially. Once we've found the clit, we need to figure out what our girl likes. Some people have incredibly sensitive clits, so if you just start prodding about or rubbing it vigorously, it's just going to be painful and not enjoyable whatsoever. So ask questions and listen to what they want, because chances are lasses are going to know exactly what they like. You'll know that she's enjoying it because you'll start to feel your fingers getting wet, and she'll start feeling very wet herself. This is totally natural, but it's also totally natural to have vaginal dryness. So if you need the help of lube, go for it. Make it the best experience ever. Wetness is really good. So she's excited and she's ready to go. The next thing worth mentioning is, what on earth do you do when you're inside of her with your fingers? Like, do you literally just push in and out, or is there something more to it? Let me tell you, there is so much more to it. I'm going to talk about the secretive, dubious, and mysterious G-spot. Once you're inside her, oh, and keep those nails short, use your fingers in such a way as if you're saying, come here with somebody, and sort of curl them back towards yourself. You might find the G-spot just on the roof of the vagina. It's believed to be an extension of the clitoris, so it may have exactly the same feelings, but inside, which could aid to a vaginal orgasm, if that's what she really wants. So there you go. The ins and outs. Oh my goodness, I've just said the ins and outs of fingering. But there you go. Always ask questions, always listen, but most importantly, just have fun.
Hi guys, I'm Charlotte, and today I'll be talking you through putting on a condom. Oh, easy, I hear you scream. But just in the interest of everyone getting it right, here we go. Number 1. Please check the best before date. If it's not in date anymore, bin it. Simple answer. That's all you need to remember. Grab yourself another one that is in date. Moving on to number 2. Please be very careful when opening the packet. Gently push the condom to one side, and with the side with a bit more space, tear the corner of the packet. No ripping. I know you're very excited. You can save the ripping for each other's clothes. Just make sure no damage comes to the condom itself, okay? Next step. Check that it's the right way around. Always a good place to start. The T end should be pointing up, which you grab with your thumb and your forefinger. If you accidentally put it on the wrong side, ditch the condom and use a new one. Okay, now we're ready for putting it on. Now, what you want to do is, before you place the condom on, make sure the penis is fully erect and ready to play. Then, leave about ½ an inch of extra space at the tip of the condom by pinching out any extra air. This will help collect semen. Trapped air can also make the condom split, which is extremely counterproductive, need I say. Now roll the condom to the base of the penis while again smoothing out any air bubbles, and that is it. You're ready to rumble, as they say. Thanks very much for listening. See you later.
Marty the marmoset dreams of living in the wild like a regular monkey. But Marty is one of the unlucky ones. He spends his days forced to endure all kinds of invasive procedures. Marty isn't the only one who suffers. In Australia, millions of animals are used in medical research and teaching each year. Those who survive often have their lives cut short. Others are used again and again for years. Most animal research doesn't even translate to humans due to species differences. As science and technology has progressed, there are now better ways to do research that are based on human biology, which means the old way of doing things is no longer the only way. It's time to transition towards scientifically valid, non-animal methods of research, because it's better for human health and better for animals. Learn more. humaneresearch.org.au.
We love to pamper our pets with the coolest styles, the tastiest treats, and the squeakiest toys. But don't forget to care for yourself too, with pet insurance through the Geico Insurance Agency. After all, an unexpected trip to the vet can really take a bite out of your bank account. This simple, comprehensive health insurance for dogs and cats applies to most accidents and illnesses that are not pre-existing, meaning unexpected visits to a licensed veterinarian may be reimbursed up to 90% of the bill. Pet insurance can cover things like testing, imaging, and surgery, along with visits and treatments for breed-specific conditions like hip dysplasia. No matter if they're a young pup or a lifelong pal, pet insurance helps you stay protected from the unexpected. And for the expected stuff like routine care, while it's not covered in a typical policy, you can add on coverages and opt into wellness reward programs that help you budget and plan for things like yearly exams, vaccines, and prescriptions. So you can protect yourself from pet costs, get peace of mind, and get back to treating them like royalty.